go see some friends. You ready? Hello. Come on. Let's go. Let's go say hi.
Being a member of Capital Credit Union is just different. I noticed very early on in the process of becoming a member, the conversations were more about my life, my family, and even my pet, and less about my financial situation. Maybe simply put, more about the person and less about the potential. That's different. Looking at a member like a person. And that starts with care. Here's what I mean.
So Bella is no stranger to Capital Credit Union, nor are you.
Oh.
You're not a stranger either.
Yep.
Tell me about why Bella isn't a stranger, though. There's a story here because every time I see you in a setting like this, Bella's along. What's up?
Yeah. Well, it was my first day in the Morris home office. I was invited in by our former CEO, and he said, hey, bring your family, bring your dogs, bring whatever, and we'll take you on a tour and show you your new office. Bella came in, my daughter was with, and Tom surprised me, and he said, hey, I do a Monday morning video. I want you to be on the Monday morning video, so why don't we just do it right here, right now? And Bella was there, so we had Bella in the video. And it was so funny because it became this persona that where I went, Bella went. And so every Monday morning since then, probably 90% of all of our Monday morning videos that I do to address our employees is with Bella. Employees would start to say, if I did a video without her, like, where's Bella? If we did an all-employee meeting and she wasn't there, where's Bella? So she just comes to all the different events.
When you connect with communities, you connect with people, and Capital is incredibly good at that. What has it been about, though, with pets, whether it's Santa Paws or Dog Days of Summer? There's a photo shoot literally in this room. I brought my dog in. But there's a huge connection to connecting with people and mental health, too. And you hear so often about dogs being emotional support animals. Merlin is trained. And you were mentioning to me that Bella is trained in certain things, but what was the motivation behind that?
Really, by training her, it allows me to take her into our employees' workforce, the work environment, safely. Because mental health, she's a COVID puppy. So I know for my own mental health, having her around and having the ability to train her, it's just one more element of security and calmness. So when we started doing the Dog Days of Summer at Capital, it was a real treat for me to be able to offer that to our members and our employees, because we just love to bring that calm to an otherwise kind of stressful world. We're in the financial industry. People come in with stressful situations. And if all of a sudden they can bring their dog with them to feel a little better while they're doing it, or they see somebody else's dog there and they can kind of detach from the realities they're facing and just go, hey, dogs are gonna, love you and want to be pet, and just people tell stories right away. Mm-hmm. So it's just really a great way to build relationships.
I think that you've done such a good job of noticing that it's about people, and people have different connections, whether it's travel or dogs, but this is just at a different level. As a member, I experienced it in a unique way when I had Merlin here, and he was doing the whole pant run around thing, and we took some pictures, and then he decided to jump up on the counter of the teller. It was
unpredictable.
And also undertrained. I should drop him off at your house, maybe, and have him hang out with you guys. So as you kind of look into the new year and maybe the next few years of your tenure here, noticing that dogs is a big piece of the personal connection and now a community connection, how do you kind of take it to another level? What are some of the things that you think of when you see, I guess, how Bella connects with you and how she connects with your employees?
I really think the more we can explore how we can safely have dogs in the workforce, whether it be with our members or with our employees, I see us entertaining that more and more. You know, you're not going to get many financials doing that, and we even had to check regulations to make sure it was okay. And the reality is, you know, like I said before in some of the comments, doing financial business is scary. It can be emotional, and to have an emotional support pet with you can be just really comforting. So we're looking at all ways we can do it, but do it safely, do it cleanly, you know, and make them part of the Capital Credit Union family.
As we kind of wrap up the idea of just really giving dogs credit for our happiness, maybe that's kind of what I hear as a theme, right?
Yeah.
If dogs could teach, what should they teach us?
You know, three things come to mind. I think, you know, don't take life so serious. You know, dogs clearly don't take life all that serious. Also, play more. You know, it kind of goes along with that serious nature. But also what I love probably the most is love unconditionally. You know, no matter what, I know I'm going to get greeted with smiles and excitement, and she just loves me unconditionally, and anybody who will accept her love, she'll give it. So I think those are great teaching lessons from a dog. Right. Yeah. You know, a dog is part of your world, but you are a dog's world. Mm-hmm. And that lands hard with me. You know, they're not here for as long as we wish they could be. But all the moments that they are here, if we can be with them more, that makes it all the more precious.
And I think that's what makes Capital all the more special, truly, that you recognize that here, not only for your employees, but your members and their pets too.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but it seems like if we're willing to take in people's pets, we'll take in any element. Your crazy kids with their Cheerios all over the lobbies or whatever, we love them all.
Don't you think that's contagious?
Absolutely contagious. Absolutely. I mean, they're smile makers. Dogs are smile makers. They start people telling stories, sharing pictures, and it's just a really cool experience and a way to engage differently than, you know, show me your driver's license and, you know, tell me how much money you make. That's just not who we are. I think being able to have dogs in our lives, or pets, any type of pets in our lives, to complement strong families, to complement strong employers and strong communities. You know, we invite everyone in. Why would we exclude our fur babies? So as I think about what we can bring to leading Capital Credit Union and helping our community and people helping people, we all need to be more like dogs. And like I end every one of our Monday morning videos, and she and I both look at the camera and say, be kind and love one another.